is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Welcome on into the Pitney Gymnasium. I'm Jason Joseph, and we are here in Mays Landing, New Jersey at Atlantic Cape Community College, where the Bucks are going to be taking on the Spartans today. And it should be an interesting match between both of these teams. The Northampton Spartans have been doing a pretty good job this season as they're 8-1, and the Bucks are still looking for their first win on the season. And this will be the last time that both teams will be playing in a regular season match.
Tonight's volleyball match features the Northampton County Community College Spartans and the Atlantic Cape Community College Buccaneers. Fans, coaches, and players in the National Community College Athletic Association is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Now we're just getting ready to play some volleyball, as the Bucks are going to be taking on, once again, just mentioned, the Northampton Spartans. So for the Spartans, they will have Josiah Melendez starting, along with Ramon Romero, Johnny Martinez, Alexander Schumann, Aiden Fleming, and Andrew Montez de Aca. So those will be the starters for them, and the head coach for them is Rachel Kaywood, along with the assistant coach, who is Luis Roman. And for the Bucks, it'll be Nigel Wog, who comes in playing and starting it for them in his first time. John Catapang, Jacob Valenzuela, Narsheed Cruz, Victor Marin, and Austin Horn, as that is the starting lineup for both teams, for the Spartans and for the Bucks. And of course, the Bucks head coach Carla Maisto and Josh Concepcion as the assistant coach. The R1 for tonight will be Clark Pettit, and the R2 will be Mike Mon. Once again, we're here at the Pitney Gymnasium as the Bucks are still looking for their first win on the season in their final game at home. And the main thing that hopefully they can try to do tonight is try to just get the team chemistry going, especially with guys like Valenzuela and Cruz, who have been pretty dominant, but sometimes, just getting clicking is really what is going to have to happen, especially early on here. And when you're going up against guys like Josiah Melendez and Johnny Martinez, who have been absolutely dominant this season for the Spartans, you have to come up with a strategy to try to, just eliminate them and just try to figure out ways to just dominate them. So it's not going to be an easy task. John Catapang, he's been one of the big figures for the Bucks. A middle hitter from Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is not too far away from Mays Landing. He's been one of those guys that has had a lot of blocks on the season and also a lot of kills and attacks as well. So we're just about ready to get underway. Once again, my name is Jason Joseph, and you're tuning in to BFA Productions Volleyball. As Marin will serve it, and he gets it right over the net. It was a good serve, but the hit was just a little bit too strong. And it goes out of bounds, and the Bucks will get a point out of it. So it's 1-0 Spartans, excuse me, as here is Josiah Melendez. Will be serving it over the net, puts it in a good spot, and Valenzuela is there, but Cruz couldn't get to it, and another point will be rewarded to the Spartans. Melendez again will be serving it. Gets it right over the net, but it was just a little bit to the left side. And the Bucks get a point out of it. So a service error by Josiah Melendez. He hasn't had a lot of those this season. So now Catapang gets it over the net. Melendez setting it up for his teammate. And not getting that one to go is Alexander Showman. So we're back to an even ball game at 2 apiece. There's Valenzuela. He got it over, but a point will go to the Bucks on the error by the Spartans. So the Bucks are doing a pretty good job so far coming back into this game. You know, they allowed 2 points to start things off, but they've been starting to click a little bit, and we've seen that over the last couple of home games during their first set. Coming in for the attack is Ramon Romero, but a great play by Marin to try to keep it alive for the Bucks. And a nice tip that goes all the way to Ramon Romero. And it's now 4-2. There's a service error, and the Bucks will turn it over. So it was a good 4-1 run set by the Bucks. Here's Johnny Martinez, gets it, and Valenzuela is able to get to it. Trying to go for the kill that time was Wog, and he was on the attack, and he had a little bit too much on that. This is Wog's 3rd game that he's played. Marin setting it up for that time Catapang, and it was just a little too much. Catapang certainly had the right idea, but he put a little bit too much force on it. Catapang sets it up to Marin, and a good play by Catapang to put it in a good spot, but right there to get it was Montez de Aca. Marin back to Catapang for the kill. Great block by Showman. And they're able to get a point, the Spartans. So it's now 6-4. There's Martinez who got it over the net. Marin putting it in a good spot, but trying to save it and getting right to it was Melendez. And the Bucks end up getting a point. Scratch that. It will be a point rewarded to the Spartans. So it's now 7-4. Cruz trying to dig it out, and he can't get that one over. So the Spartans have doubled their lead. That one goes over the net. Marin sets it up, and he puts it up for Wog. Gets it over. Montez de Aca going in there for the attack, and he gets the kill. De Aca putting it over towards the left side, utilizing his athleticism and his balance as well. Aaron sets it up for Catapang. Catapang tries to go in for the kill, but it was a good block that time by Showman. So a 10-4 start by the Spartans, and a service error will be delivered to Martinez. So Martinez had a good run himself. It's Johnny Martinez from Northampton, Pennsylvania. And a whistle will be made, and the point will be rewarded to the Bucks. Catapang will be serving it. 18 on the season for him. And on the attack, what a save that was by Catapang to keep that one alive. Cruz put it in a good spot, but getting over to that once again is Romero, and he ends up getting the kill. 11-6 Spartans, still up by 5 now. Romero still serving it for the Spartans. Again, coming into today, the Spartans are 8-1 on the season. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Romero tried to keep it in bounds, but they're going to give a point to the Bucks, as it was a service error. Would hit the, just missed the line. Austin Horn serves it, gets it over the net, and what a block that was by Cruz on the play, as Aiden Fleming tried to go in on the attack. So Cruz responding and saying no, and Horn with a line drive over the net puts it in a beautiful spot. What a play by Catapang to get the dig. Here comes Melendez, and Melendez can't get that one to go. They're going to say that it went under. So it's now an 11-9 lead for the Spartans, and the Bucks are trying to come back in this set. What a serve that was again by Austin Horn, as he just keeps it in bounds. So Showman and Martinez had a little bit of miscommunication, thought it maybe was going to go out, and Horn put it in a good spot. Nice dump by Aiden Fleming. Gets it over the net and ends the 4-1 run, or the 4-0 run set by the Bucks. Andrew Montes de Aca will serve it. And Catapang tries to dive and get the dig, but he can't do so. Catapang that time gets a good dig out of it. Marin setting it up for Cruz. And what a nice play that was by the Spartans to keep the rally alive. Catapang can't block that play. And another nice attack and a kill by Aiden Fleming. That's his 3rd on the day. Montes de Aca still serving it. Catapang with the dig. Marin setting it up. Cruz going in on the attack. And that was a really good athletic play by Nigel Wog. He gets it up, but it just went a little bit over to the left. It was the right idea and a good thought. Catapang with the dig. Marin sets it up. And on the attack once again is Wog. And a point goes to the Bucks. 15-11 once again. Bucks down by 4. Still looking for their first victory on the season. Wog, the outside hitter, will now be serving it for the Bucks. Wog serve goes over the net, and he puts it again in a good spot. And the Bucks cannot try to stop this run set by the Spartans. It's been a game of runs so far between both of these teams in their final game of the season. Marin with the set. Catapang tries to go in the attack, and a good play by Fleming again. Catapang with the dig. And Valenzuela goes up with it, but it gets blocked, and the point goes to Johnny Martinez. Also give a lot of credit too to Josiah Melendez, who was there to try to assist him. So it's 17-11. Catapang with another good dig. Marin sets it up for Cruz, and Cruz can't get a good hold on that one. Cruz just had to try to elevate that one a little bit more. Catapang with the dig. Valenzuela all the way to Martinez. Marin to Katapang again. And Johnny Martinez utilizing his wingspan to try to get a point there, and he does so. 19-11. The Bucks trail by 8, and a timeout is called. And we'll be back in just a few moments here on BFA Productions. Back here on BFA Sports, I'm Jason Joseph. You're live here at the Pitney Gymnasium where the Bucks trail 19-11 in their first set against Northampton. And the Spartans have an 8-point lead. Cruz trying to go in for the kill, and it was way too strong. Coach Rachel Kaywood for the Spartans has to really be happy with how they've been playing, and the Bucks are trying to get back into this one. And a good tip that time by Josiah Melendez. Valenzuela tried to do everything he possibly could, but Melendez just had the upper hand. Katapang with the bump. Marin gets it right over the net. And going in on the attack and getting the kill is Johnny Martinez. So that'll make it now 22-11. Showman was still on the serve, and that time an error will go in favor of the Bucks, and they will hit the ball back. Rashad Cruz, excuse me, be serving it. Line drive over the net, and it goes all the way to Melendez. But the Bucks respond and get a point out of it. Good play by Valenzuela. Cruz with another serve, and that time it just is a little bit short and can't get it over. Bucks trail 23-13, as serving it now will be Fleming. And he did not get the serve that he wanted to on it. He's grabbing that left hand, or that right hand, that is. So that'll be a point for the Bucks. Victor Marin with a good serve. How about Katapang with a good dig that time? Katapang getting it over, and it goes all the way to Showman. And getting the kill again is Ramon Romero. I mean, it's just so hard to defend that when the ball's just coming at you so fast. There's not really much you can do. Here's game point on this first set. Bucks trail 24-14. Josiah Melendez will be serving it the second time around. Melendez gets it over, and that'll do it as he gets himself an ace. And the Spartans go up 1-0. Bucks still trailing, and we go into the second set. Can they try to respond? We'll be back on BFA Sports in just a few moments. The Bucks have a little bit of work to do back here at the Pitney Gymnasium here in Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm Jason Joseph, and you're tuning into BFA Sports. The Bucks lost in the very first set of this best of 5, and they have to try to bounce back here. They're taking on the Northampton Spartans. The Spartans will serve it first. What a great block that was by Ramon Romero. And he has just been a wall out there for the Spartans. Not really a whole lot has been able to get past him. So they take a 1-0 lead. On the serve is Martinez. Horn tries to go in on the attack. And getting the block is Montez de Oca. So a 2-0 start by the Spartans. Marin will set it up. Catapang puts it in a good spot and lays it in. Great play by Catapang. And the Bucks are on the board. So now Jacob Valenzuela will be serving it for the Bucks. Valenzuela from Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Putting it in a good spot. And a point goes to the Spartans. And it's now 3-1. Head coach Carla Maystow in her first season, along with assistant coach Josh Concepcion for the Bucks. Marin sets it. Catapang goes in for the kill. And he gets it. And it's now 3-2. Catapang with a lot of force and a lot of velocity on that. So he will be serving. It's the line drive over the net. And it goes all the way to Shanan. And a kill, once again, by Shanan. I mean, when it's just coming at you so fast, Marin had to get out of the way of that one. So it's 4-2. Catapang back to Marin. Cruz on the attack. And a good dig out by Romero. But the point goes to the Bucks. But Narshad Cruz putting it in a good spot and making it really hard for Romero to defend that. 4-3. Horn on the serve now. Hits it up, and going in for the kill is Alexander Shanan, using a lot of force. That was an exclamation point on that. So it's now 5-3. Bucks trail 1-0 in this final game of the season. Marin to Narshad Cruz. And it'll be bumped all the way by Romero. And getting the kill is Aiden Fleming. That's his third on the day. Fleming. It's not just the fact that he's tall, he's just somebody that's so dominant. Catapang, or Valenzuela that was, tried to save it. And another point goes to the Spartans, who've been making their presence well known. Shanan with the serve. Marin with a good play. Goes all the way to Fleming. And there was not much that Wog could do on that one. So it's now 8-3. Coach Maystow telling her teammates to move up closer to the net. And that one goes out. So a service error finally delivered by the Spartans as they went on a little run themselves. Now Wog will be serving it for the Bucks. Wog just getting that one over the net. And how about the deflection by Narshad Cruz? But they're going to give the points to the Spartans. Tried to do everything he could, but just kept it right out of bounds. Fleming with the air. It's now 9-5. So Cruz will be serving once again. Cruz getting it over, putting it in a good spot. And Romero gets himself a point for the Spartans. 10-5 now. Bucks down in this game. They have a little bit of work to do. Josiah Melendez will be serving it now for the Spartans. Melendez with a nice play over the net as he gets a good serve out of it. Cruz going a little bit too strong. Melendez, the freshman from Allentown, Pennsylvania, standing at 5'10". Gets it over the net again, and that time gets himself an ace. I mean, just putting it towards the back side of the net and getting it over. (12-5) start by the Spartans, and the Bucks trail by 7 in the second set. Catapan tried to deflect it, and another ace will go to the Spartans. Melendez has been absolutely sensational in this game so far for the Spartans. And the Bucks try to end this run. They cannot, as Narshad Cruz deflects it, and that's the third ace in a row. They lost in the first set 25-14, and they currently trail 14-5. And again, the Spartans are 9-1 coming into the season. That time Valenzuela is able to get under it, and Catapan tries to go in for the kill, and he was not able to do so. So it's 15-5, and a timeout is called. And we'll be right back in just a few moments here on BFA Sports. Josiah Melendez and the Northampton Spartans have been making a statement here in Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm Jason Joseph, and the Bucks currently trail in the second set. They're down 1 set to nothing, and it's a 15-5 game. Cruz on the dig, back to Marin. Catapan goes in for the kill, and he gets it. Catapan putting it in a good spot, and now it's a 15-6 game. Catapan using the backside of the net. Marin on the serve, gets it over. Romero doing a good job, and Cruz couldn't get a hold of it. It was a tough play because it was deflected right off of horn and it went into an awkward spot. So it's now 16-6. Cruz lost his footing and took off his glasses for a sec. He seems to be okay. (16-6) here in this second set. Johnny Martinez serving it again. A line drive over the net. Catapan gets to it. Marin back to Catapan, and a good block by Romero, and he gets his Spartans another point. Sometimes when you're going up against these Skies and Romero, you just have to try to hit it as hard as you can, and even when you do that, Romero can just cover so much ground. Catapang gets himself another point, and that's his third one here in this set. Valenzuela serving now for the Bucks. On drive going over the net. Good serve, or a good set that was by Melendez, and going in for the kill again is Alexander Shainin. So that makes it an 18-7 game. Spartans have been playing well on both sides. Catapang with a good bump. Marin sets it, and Catapang goes in for the kill again. How about John Catapang? I mean, 4 points and 3 kills here in this set. And now he'll be serving it for the Bucks. Good dig out by Shainin. Cruz with a good dig on the other side, though, for the Bucks. Catapang with a little soft touch. And once again, Melendez is there to get it. And the point will be rewarded to Northampton, as Aiden Fleming was able to get a little tip, or a little tap right there. Andrew Montes de Aca will be serving it for the Spartans. Catapang with a good dig. Cruz gets it right over, and it goes all the way to Martinez. And the attack was a little too strong by Shainin, and the Bucks will get a point out of it. So that makes it now a 19-9 game here in the second set. Austin Horn, who had a good run when he was serving it in the first set, creates an error there, and now it's 20-9. Just couldn't get it up as high as he wanted it to go. Marin back to Catapang, and Catapang gets stuffed by Johnny Martinez over the center of the net. The Bucks currently trail by a dozen points in this second set, and Shainin will serve it again. Catapang with a good dig. Marin sets it. Cruz on the attack, and it ended up hitting head coach Rachel Kaywood. She had to try to get out of the way of that. So that makes it now 22-9. Certainly unintentional. Marin sets it to Cruz on the attack again. Oh, what a dig that was by Alexander Shainin. And helping out his teammate is Aiden Fleming with another kill. 23-9. Bucks down by 14. Here in this first set. Catapang gets it over, and Cruz couldn't even get a hold of that one as Johnny Martinez was able to get it, but they're going to give a point to the Bucks. So now it'll be Miguel Wag who's serving it now. He gets it over past the antenna. Fleming, and Catapang tried to save it and get a dig, but nobody was home. Game point now here in this second set. Fleming with the serve over. Horn is there. Marin sets it up for Cruz, and Cruz will put it in a good spot, but it goes all the way to Fleming, and the Spartans are able to get a point out of it from Martinez, and that'll do it here in this second set. So the Bucks currently trail 2-0. They'll be back for the third set in just a few moments here on BFA Sports. John Catapang has certainly got his team a lot of digs, but the Bucks currently trail 2-0 as, you know, they're going to need a lot more help on the offensive side. I'm Jason Joseph, and you're tuning into BFA Sports. Bucks taking on the Northampton Spartans, who coming into today are 8-1 on the season. Both teams playing in their final games of the season here in Mays Landing, New Jersey. And head coach Carla Maesto, she talking to her players at the end of the second set, trying to put them in the best position possible to try to win. And a point goes to the Bucks, and they do strike first. It certainly helps when you always get the first point of the set, because that does set the tone. Wog gets it over the net, and it goes all the way to Montez de Aca. Great play by Cruz. Marin back to Cruz again. And Cruz with a good block that time. As Shane then tried to go in there for a point, he didn't know if he should have tapped it or should have hit it a little bit harder, but it's a 2-0 start by the Bucks here in the third set. Another good serve by Wog. And that time going in for the kill was Johnny Martinez. Boy, he has certainly put his footprints on pretty much a lot of spots here in this game. Alexander Shaden comes in to serve. Marin back to Catapang, putting in the good spot, but Melendez was there for the dig. Catapang again getting it over the net. And what a dig that was that time by Melendez. And a point goes to the Bucks. They were able to execute, and they have certainly set the tone here in this third set. Bucks up 3-1. Rashad Cruz comes in, puts it in a good spot, and gets himself an ace. Josiah Melendez didn't anticipate that one coming, as it was hit really sharply. Cruz again with another one, and that time it's a little short, and a service error will be delivered, and the Bucks turn it over. Mamadou Ding from Conakry, Guinea is coming in. Stands at 6'2". For the Spartans, Catapang delivering a kill, and that's his 6th on the day. Catapang was rising above the net and was able to get a lot on that hit. 5-2, and Marin, it's a little bit short. Here's Justin Williams from Newark, New Jersey, standing at 6 feet tall. He serves it. Catapang with the dig. Marin sets it up to Catapang, or Valenzuela, that is, and they get it over the net. Valenzuela doing a good job, and Catapang goes in for the dump, and he gets it. So it's now 5-4. Bucks only up by 1 now. And that time it's short, and it's a 6-4 game. Bucks have certainly come out here in this third set with a lot of energy and have been setting the tone early on. Valenzuela with the serve, but there's a whistle right before the serve. And they're going to redo it again. He didn't know where he was. He was in the wrong position. I believe it was Romero that was in the wrong, or Aiden Fleming that was in the wrong position there. So the Bucks try to go at it again. It's the ceiling, and a point goes to the, oh, they're going to replay it. So they'll redo it again. Take 3 on this serve. Valenzuela with a good spot, and he gets another ace. 8-4 lead for the Bucks here in the third set. Miscommunication. And the Bucks are able to capitalize again. Venezuela gives it all the way to Amadou. And another point goes to the Bucks as the attack was just a little bit short by Fleming. Valenzuela gets it over the net. There's Martinez. And Aiden Fleming goes in on the attack. And a point goes again to the Bucks. So that makes it now 10-4. It's getting pretty loud here at the Pitney Gymnasium. Katapang on the attack. Could not get it to go. Katapang though blocks it. Marin goes over the net, and it goes all the way to Martinez. And a point once again goes to the Bucks. They have certainly been capitalizing here in this third set. Their backs have been against the wall, and they've been executing perfectly so far. Valenzuela with the serve over the net. Here comes Shainin, and once again going in for the kill is Katapang. A 12-4 run for the Bucks. Katapang just getting that one over Fleming. Valenzuela still serving. A big run for the Bucks. And that time ending the run, getting himself a point there. But they're going to keep it alive. They're going to give the point to the Bucks. So it was too many hits. 13-4. Valenzuela gets it over. And a good play by Josiah Melendez. And now it's a 14-4 game here in this third set. The Bucks are not done yet. A big run for them. Katapang for the kill. Oh, what a good stop that was by Martinez. And another point as Aiden Fleming tried to go in there on the attack, and he couldn't get it over. 15-4, Bucks lead by 11. Valenzuela again. Bump goes to Shainin. Katapang trying to save it, and that'll end the big run set by the Bucks, and a timeout is called, but the Bucks take a 15-5 lead here in this third set. They will not call a timeout. My mistake. So Montez de Oca will now be serving it. Good dig out by Katapang, but just too much as Josiah Melendez goes in there for the kill. That makes it now 15-6. And Andrew Montez de Oca going in there once again to serve it again. Katapang bumps it back to Victor Marin, and Katapang didn't know how hard he wanted to hit that one that time, or his timing was a little bit off. Regardless, the point goes to the Spartans. Montez de Oca with Cruz getting the set. Katapang trying to go for the kill, and Shainin says no. Shainin now sets up Josiah Melendez, and he can't get that one to go over. How about the Bucks just coming out here in the third set, setting the tone and doing everything that they possibly can to keep this game within reach. Melendez gets it over. Shainin sets it up, and Melendez trying to go in on the attack. And it's now 16-8. Melendez utilizing both sides of the court. And it's now 16-8. Katapang with a dig. Cruz trying to go in on the attack. And it was just a little bit too strong. That makes it now 16-9. Cruz certainly had the right idea. Putting it on the far wing that was. Marin sets it up. Katapang goes in there on the attack, and nobody could do anything about it. Another point by John Katapang. He has been answering the bell and has been everywhere on the court. Horn with a line drive over the nets. There's Shanan, who gets it over. Cruz trying to get a point, and it was a little too much. Cruz tried to hook it over the middle, and it just went out of bounds. Not by much, and Melendez will be serving it. It's now 17-10. Bucks up by 7 here in this third set. Melendez with a nice serve, but a good dig out by Catapang. Cruz putting it in a good spot, and the Spartans will reset here. Catapang with the dig. Back to Marin, who sets it up. Catapang going in there for the kill, and he can't do so. That makes it now 17-11. So the Spartans trying to claw their way back in this third set as they're up 2-0 against the Bucks. Melendez with another nice serve again. What a dig by Catapang. I mean, unbelievable. Cruz couldn't get enough height on it, and it's now 17-12. So now a timeout will be called, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. Bucks have a 5-point lead here in this third set. We'll be back here on BFA Sports. Atlantic Cape not going away just yet. They are down 2-0, but in the third set, they are up 17-12 against the Northampton Spartans. I'm Jason Joseph, and you're tuning into BFA Sports. Josiah Melendez will be serving for the Spartans. Rachel Kaywood wanted to talk to her players and try to regroup them, and head coach Carla Maystow trying to help the Bucks keep their foot on the gas pedal. Marin sets it up to Narshad Cruz, and Cruz gets himself a point. So it's now 17-13, and Josiah Melendez, it actually just went a little bit out of bounds. So Melendez will be serving it again, putting it in a good spot. Catapang gets it, and Austin Horn couldn't get there in time. Horn was not able to get over there. You can't be having these types of communication breakdowns, especially in this part of the game. Melendez serves it. Catapang gets it just over the net, and it goes out of bounds. So it makes it now an 18-14 game. Good job by Austin Horn not to touch that. Locke will serve it, and he can't get it over. Valenzuela trying to help his teammate out there, but it wouldn't have counted anyways. Shanan gets it over for the Spartans. Catapang on the attack, and there for the bump is Shanan, and another point goes to the Spartans. Good play by Shanan on the dig, and Fleming was there to get the attack. Marin sets it up, and Catapang on the attack gets himself another kill. It just stays in bounds. Wow. I mean, just the force that he was able to have on it. 19-16, Narshad Cruz will be serving for the Bucks now. Cruz gets it over a line drive that just gets over the nets. And Catapang for the kill again. No, Valenzuela with a good save though. It was just a little too much though, as Johnny Martinez has some words and he gets himself a point for the Spartans. Mamadou Ding comes back in. And another point will go to the Spartans. It's now a nail-biter. 19-18, Bucks up by 1 as they trail 2 sets to nothing against the Northampton Spartans. Marin sets it up. Catapang trying to go in for the kill, and he gets it again. John Catapang going over the middle, and it's now 20-18. Marin will be serving for the Bucks, and it just stays in. Josiah Melendez thought it was going to go out, and Marin keeps it in, and it's now 21-18. Bucks trying to win their first set on the season. Marin will serve it again, and a whistle was blown right before the serve was made, and they will redo it. Aaron will get it over the net. Melendez is there for the dig. And a point goes to the Bucks. That makes it now 22-18.
That's your verbal warning.
And a warning was just rewarded to the Spartans. Can't tell who it was on. But Marin gets it over on the serve again. A nice block again by Valenzuela, and a point will go back to the Bucks. 23-18 here in this third set. Marin gets it over. Melendez with the set. And Catapang has something to say about Martinez's shot. 24-18, game point for the Bucks here. Can they try to get their first set victory on the season? Marin gets it over. It goes all the way to Melendez. And a tip once again by Martinez, and he gets it over. 24-19 now. And Justin Williams will be serving it for the Spartans. And did that one go out? Nope, it stayed just in. And not by much. 24-20. Here in this third set. Williams gets it over. And, well, couldn't really do a whole lot on that. Now it's 24-21. Williams gets it. And a point goes to the Bucks. So it's now the Bucks end up winning their first set on the season, and we are going into set number 4. They had to win by 2, and they're able to get it. And now we will be back in just a few moments for the 4th set here at Atlantic Cape Community College. The Bucks have been showing a lot of pride as they are trailing 2-1, but finally got their first set won here on the season today, as they're down 2-1 against the Northampton Spartans. I'm Jason Joseph, and you're tuning into BFA Sports. Bucks came in with a lot of effort and a lot of energy in that third set. Can they try to keep it up? Cruz gets the kill and gets his team to strike first. Arshad Cruz coming up large to start things off here in set number 4. Cruz will serve it, gets it over, and it just is a little too strong. Coach Maystow certainly has to be happy with the effort that her team has been able to have here from this from the third set and now here into the fourth set. That's an error, and the point goes back to the Bucks. So Melendez couldn't get that one to go over. 2-1 here in this fourth set. Bucks lost the first one 25-15, and then lost the second one 25-14, but were able to get the win. And there's Katapang, who tips it over and gets himself a block. Melendez tried to go up with it, and Katapang said no. He has been outstanding today. 3-1. Marin will set it, or serve it, I should say. And Aiden Fleming has something to say. And it's now 3-2. Fleming has just been one of those guys that has just been everywhere. And, you know, with his wingspan and the accuracy that he's able to put on the ball and the spin, it's just really hard to stop. Horn trying to keep it in bounds, and it just goes out. So we're all tied up at 3 apiece. Coach Maystow trying to set her team up here in position to try to defend the serve here. And Katapang couldn't get a good hold on that one, but he's been doing a really good job tonight. 4-3. Bucks down by 1 here in this fourth set. Katapang to Marin. Marin back to Katapang on the attack, and he gets it. The soft touch. And it's now 5-3, or 4-4, excuse me. So Valenzuela will be serving it now for the Bucks. Line drive over the net, and he gets himself an ace. And the Bucks retake the lead 5-4. They have certainly been coming to life and have been doing everything that they possibly can. Valenzuela putting it in a good spot again. And what a dig that was by Cruz. Marin sets it up. Katapang on the attack, and he gets it. Oh, man. What a play by Katapang. The soft touch, and now it's 6-4. Coach Maystow looking back at her players and telling them that they've been doing quite a great job here. And Katapang gets himself a block, and another point goes to Katapang again. And the Bucks are up 7-4. I mean, to go up against Aiden Fleming, who's been red hot for the Spartans, and just to block him like that, that's absolutely impressive. Valenzuela gets it over. And that time Cruz trying to save it, but a point goes to the Spartans. A violation there, and the Spartans will try to answer back here. Valenzuela couldn't get a hold of it. And a good serve by Alexander Shanin. That's his 4th ace on the day. Cruz gets it to Marin. Good save there. Horn gets it over. And now they have to reset. And there's nothing that they could do as Johnny Martinez making some noise on the other end. 7-6. Well, now it's 7-7. We're all tied up in knots here in the fourth set. Shanin gets it over. And Valenzuela could not get a save over there. Tried to dive up the middle and did everything he possibly could. But now it's 8-7. Bucks down by 1 here in this fourth set. They trail 2-1. Cruz. Katapang on the attack and gets himself another kill. That's now 11 kills on the day for Katapang. He has been carrying and doing a good job on the offensive side. And, oh man, what a great play by the Bucks as they were almost able to save it. I mean, just Aiden Fleming putting it in a good spot, and it did everything that they possibly could to just put themselves in a good position to try to get a point there, but they could not capitalize. Valenzuela gets it, and Wall could not get that one to go off the dig. So it's 10-9 as the Spartans lead by 1. And now we're back to a tie game. So now it's 10-9. It was 10-8. Excuse me. Now it's 10-9. And that one goes right over. Marin trying to get to it. What a nice job by Cruz to back him up. Cruz on the attack. But there was Johnny Martinez again to get his team another point. It's been back and forth here in these last 2 sets between both the Spartans and the Bucks. Melendez with the serve. Getting it to Katapang, to Marin. Cruz trying to get to it. And Martinez with 3 straight points in a row for the Spartans. He's just been so effective over the middle. 12-8. Or sorry, 12-9 now. Martinez gets it, and it just goes out. Bucks now in double digits. Naga will be serving it for the Bucks here. This is his 3rd game in a row. Nagel gets it over the net on the serve. And the Bucks try to defend this. Austin Horn gets the dig. Katapang with a dig himself. Cruz trying to get it, and he can't do anything about it as Martinez just laid a hand and got it right over the net. Martinez has gotten 4 out of the last 5 points here in this 4th set. Nice play by Marin to put it over the net and putting it on the other side. What a block that was by Valenzuela. Cruz on the attack again. No. Alexander Shainin putting a lot of force on it. And it's now 14-10. Spartans up by 4. Martinez serving it again. And Cruz putting it in a good spot. But Melendez was there to get the dig. Melendez now sets it. It goes back to Shainin. What a play by Katapang. And Cruz still keeping the rally alive. Katapang again with the dig. Marin trying to save it. And the ball just goes our way. Had to look out for it, and the point now goes to the Spartans. A good rally, but the Spartans were able to capitalize and get a point out of there. And a timeout is called, so we'll be back in just a few moments on BFA Sports. Back here in Mays Landing, New Jersey on BFA Sports, I'm Jason Joseph. And the Bucks, they're down 2-1, but they're playing here in this fourth set as they trail 15-10 against the Spartans. Can they try to respond? Marin to Katapang, and Katapang couldn't get enough height on it, and they're going to give the point to Alexander Shanin again. He has certainly answered the bell here in this fourth set for the Spartans. Katapang with another good dig. He's had over 20 today. Cruz goes for the attack, and it was just a little too much. And Katapang ended a little bit awkwardly, and now he's having a little bit of a hard time getting up here, so hopefully he's okay. Ended a little bit awkwardly on that right side of the foot, but now he gets up, and he seems to be good. It was just an awkward landing spot for him because he didn't know if he had to dive for it or not. 17-10, Katapang with the set. Cruz goes up on the attack, and the Spartans still trying to keep it alive. And the point goes to the Spartans as Katapang did touch it. So the Spartans have gone on an 8-0 run here. Horn with the set. And Marin trying to tip it over, and Ramon Romero says no. A big run by the Spartans. 19-10. Martinez with the serve. Katapang with the dig. Marin sets it up for Cruz on the attack. And Cruz puts it in a good spot and had a little too much force on it for Josiah Melendez to handle. 19-11. And Cruz will now be serving for the Bucks. He's been doing a good job for them over these last two sets. Puts it in a good spot on the serve. What a stop by Katapang again. Katapang with the dig, gets it over. Katapang trying to go on the attack, and a point goes to the Bucks. They get a point out of it as Montez de Oca. There was a violation over there. Martinez with the set, and a good play by Marin to try to get that one, as well as Katapang. He got a piece of it as well. Katapang for the kill, yes! Katapang goes over the center and gets his team another point. The Bucks now trail 19-13. Katapang coming up large. Cruz still serving for the Bucks. Gets it all the way to Fleming. And Katapang with the stuff. Ramon Romero couldn't do a lot about it. And a great play by Katapang, who's been a wall out there within the last two sets. Cruz with the serve. Puts it in a good spot. And finally, Shanin gets it over. Marin sets it up. Katapang going on the attack. And he had the soft touch. And he just said, give me the points. And that's exactly what just happened. He's looking over at the refs, just telling everybody to pour it on. Cruz with the serve. A 5-0 run. And a mistimed play by Montez de Oca. And the Bucks are able to capitalize again. They're not going away just yet. 19-16. Cruz with the serve. Puts it over the center. It goes and it hits the roof. And Melendez trying to get it over. How about Marin with the save there? Horn trying to get it over. And it was just a little bit short. Man, Marin doing a good job at trying to save it and making the sacrifice for his team to try to get a point. So it's now 20-16. Bucks down 2-1, 2-1 that is. The serve just goes over. It was put in a good spot, and an ace is good by the Spartans. So now the Bucks have to try to regroup here and go on another run. Ramon Romero with his first ace on the day. Romero gets it over. Katapang with a good dig. Marin trying to get to it, and nobody was at the front of the net. So it makes it now 22-16. Bucks still trying to fight here. It's the last game of the season for both the Bucks and the Spartans. Romero gets it over on the serve. And another ace by the Spartans. Hope they're going to give a point to the Bucks as it just went out. My mistake. So Marin will be serving for the Bucks. Just gets it over the center. And some miscommunication as the Spartans were not able to get it over, and the Bucks are able to get a point. Just seems like that the Bucks have caused a little bit of miscommunication to the Spartans. Katapang goes up with the block and keeps it in bounds. So that makes it now 22-19. Marin still serving. Line drive goes over the nets. Aiden trying to go in for the kill. Cruz, though, gets the dig and gets it over. And a point once again by the Bucks. How about Narshad Cruz saving that one and getting a big dig out of the Aiden Fleming attack. We do have a whistle.
Okay. Good.
And now play will resume. We play on here. 22-20. Marin still serving for the Bucks. Gets it over all the way to Melendez. And Aiden Fleming once again going in for the kill. 23-20. It's been a tight fourth set here in Mays Landing, New Jersey. Montez de Aca serving it now for the Spartans. Marin sets it. Katapang going in for the kill, and he gets it again! John Katapang. What a day. That's now 13 kills for him in this game. 23-21. Valenzuela now serving it for the Bucks. Gets it over. Cruz with the dig. Marin sets it. Katapang on the attack, and it was way too strong. It is now game point for the Spartans. It is a win by 2 situation. Cruz gets it. Horn. And Marin couldn't do a whole lot on that one, as Martinez was able to come up with the exclamation point. So that'll do it here in 4 sets as the Northampton Spartans come in to Mays Landing, New Jersey, and they end up beating the Bucks 3-1. So that's going to wrap things up, as that was the final game of the season for both of these teams. I'm Jason Joseph. You've been tuning in to BFA Sports. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have yourselves a great rest of your night.